There's not much I like about Donald Trump. Almost every day he seems to do something that's bad for our country, but always seems to turn out to benefit him, his family, or his cronies. He really is the epitome of what George Washington warned about in his farewell address. Uh, Washington warned of cunning, ambitious, unprincipled men who would usurp them for themselves the reins of government. Pretty good description of Trump. Now, I had hoped that over our nation's 250th birthday, that Trump would have behaved a little bit better. Uh, but one thing about Donald Trump is Trump is Trump. He's not shy. He tells you exactly the bad things he's going to do, and he's proud of them. There were a couple of things that happened over this weekend that I think are just important because they pretend what's going to happen for the rest of the year, which is that Trump is going to try to amass more and more wealth for himself through means often corrupt, usually involving conflicts of interest, and that he is probably going to try to rig the election. He foreshadowed both of those things over the weekend. He did an interview with CNBC in which he argued that it was a good thing for him to give inside information to his kids because they can make money, and a lot of people were willing to give him inside information because he was president. There was a wonderful story by Bernard Condon in the Associated Press, absolutely factual, which I'll link to at the end of this tape, which outlines all of the ways Trump has made money in his first year, everything coming out of his own financial disclosure, and tells as well how each of those things was involved some way that people who have given him money benefited from the government, including crypto criminals who have had their cases dropped because they gave Trump hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, the other thing he did is he went to Mount Rushmore for his 4th of July speech. And there he made it very clear that he's going to do anything he can to cheat to win this election. Here's what he said, talking to Republicans. We can only lose the midterm if we allow ourselves to lose the midterms, if we are foolish, stupid, and unwise. But if we terminate the filibuster, as we should, and immediately vote for the Save America Act, then we, talking about Republicans, will not lose an election for 100 years. Sounds like rigging the election to me. So over the 4th, what this president did is remind us of why we have to be so vigilant for the rest of the year. He's going to try to accumulate more wealth, to take more advantage of his presidency, personal advantage, and he's going to try to rig the election. It's our job to stop him.